We are here for my first Green Banner League game. We are playing Crucible of Battle, Hidden Supplies on GW Terrain Layout 8. We are actually at my FLGS Comic Kingdom in Reno, Nevada. My opponent, Ross, over there. And yeah, you know the deal. Here is my army. My army is the 3 squads of Noise Marines, 2 of them in Rhinos. 1 squad of Infractors, led by Lord Exultant. 2 squads of Tormentors, Fulgrim. Lucius the Eternal. A 6-man squad of Flawless Blades. And 2 squads of Spawn.
So I am playing Dark Angels, my first army. I'm playing the Wrath of the Rock Detachment. So I have a Land Raider, which is going to start with some Vanguard Veterans and some Blade Guard Veterans inside. The Blade Guard Veterans are being led by a Judiciar, the Ezekiel model. I am going to have Lionel Johnson, the infamous lieutenant with combi weapon, some Vanguard Veterans with jump packs, a group of scouts. I have a group of 6 Inner Circle companions being led by Azrael. You know all of his fun rules. I have 2 squads of Deathwing Knights. The Deathwing Knights are going to start the game in reserve for Deep Strike. And then a squad of Intercessors to just do Space Marine stuff.
Deployment is over. We have a unit of Noise Marines and a Rhino, both squads of Spawn. Lucius the Eternal, the squad of Infractors with Lord Exultant, the other Rhino with Noise Marines, Fulgrim, squad of Flawless Blades. We have Tormentors and Tormentors, both infiltrating. Then moving over to Ross's side, we have the Land Raider filled with the
Stern Guard and Blade Guard.
And Blade Guard.
The Judiciar.
Then we also have the Intercessors. We have the Combi Lieutenant, the Lion, the Inner Circle with Azrael, his infiltrating squad of Scouts, and the 2 squads of Terminators in Deep Strike. The only thing I didn't mention was I have 1 squad of Noise Marines in reserve.
Okay.
We have movement phase complete. He moved Azrael and all of his buddies up. He moved the Scouts back. He moved the... Rip. He moved the Lion and his bestie up. He moved the Land Raider and the
Blade Guard Veterans.
Blade Guard Veterans and the Stern Guard Veterans hopped out for a little playtime. He did not move the Intercessors, and they are still in reserves. All right, in a very exciting shooting phase between his Land Raider, his Blade Guards, and Azrael, he managed to blast that squad off the table. And then his Stern Guard, with Oath of Moment, deleted this squad of Tormentors. So now I am out of Tormentors. Movement for the children. The Flawless Blades advanced up to here. The Rhino advanced and disgorged their Noise Marine payload. Fulgrim got a big advance, got all the way up there. The Lord Exultant with the Effractors moved up to there. Lucius is gonna do Lucius things. You guys know how I play him. And he is up here looking at a certain somebody. Then we've also got the Beast, or the Spawn, to maybe follow up with a charge on those guys. We'll see how life plays out. I did some shooting. We have the Noise Marines put some pretty good hurt into the Blade Guard. There's only 3 models left, and they are battle shook due to the Noise Marines rules. The Blade Guard tried to shoot at the Stern Guard, didn't really do anything. And Fulgrim whipped the Land Raider, causing it to be poisoned for the rest of the game. Combat is over. I sent my Lucius missile in after his Azrael, and you will notice Azrael is now tipped over. Lucius did happen to survive by the hair of his chinny chin chin. My Flawless Blades went in there and did Flawless Blade things to the Stern Guard Veterans. Fulgrim did Fulgrim things to the Land Raider and attempted to do Fulgrim things to the Blade Guard, but only managed to poison them, which is still a pain in the butt. Yeah, that's about it. So at the end of the turn, I ended up discarding Storm Hostile Objectives for that extra command point, And with the Land Raider and the Stern Guard Veterans, I scored 4 points out of no prisoners. real quick. All right, movement phase has ended. Poor Lucius is pretty well wrapped. He brought in all of his Deathwing. The Lion and the Lieutenant moved up here to try to get possibly area denial or possibly remove some of my tools. Over here, he picked up his scouts, and those are not actually there. They are just in the void. And his stuff was area denial and no prisoners. His shooting phase was pretty much non-existent. He tried to shoot Lucius in combat. Nothing really came from it. He had no other real shoots because he needed to get in position with most of his characters. So we moved right on to the charge phase. The Lion landed the long charge into the Lord Exultant and his squad. I heroically intervened the spawn, and by long charge I mean a 4. One of his squads of Deathwing Knights made it. On a CP reroll, the second squad did not make it. Alrighty, a absolutely devastating melee phase for both of us. I got 4 more of his inner circle companions with Lucius, but then they struck back and ended up removing him by 1 spare wound. We also had the Lion, that's out of batteries. We had the Lion fight over here. He ended up taking out the entire squad with the Lord Exultant. My spawn tickled him back and did absolutely nothing. Fulgrim ended up completely bouncing off of the Deathwing Knights. He did manage to poison them, but they killed him in return with their anti-monster 4+2 wound. That scores him. Where's your score?
Oh, my 2 were these 2.
So that'll end up scoring him area denial for completely clearing me out of the center, and no prisoners for killing that squad of infractors. All right, I did a lot on my movement phase. It's time to kill some things. I brought in the unit of Noise Marines from reserve. I disembarked that unit of Noise Marines. I staged that unit of Noise Marines, moved my Rhino up to the objective, and moved my Flawless Blades up to get some. All right, we did a bunch of shooting. This unit of Noise Marines shot at the Lion. This unit of Noise Marines shot at the Lion. And that unit of Noise Marines killed the Lion. The Lion is toast after an absurd amount of shooting he tanked. And I'll be honest, some pretty terrible rolling on my part. And then my Blade Guard just put some plink shots over there, my Flawless Blades put some plink shots into the Blade Guard, and it didn't do anything. So we are done with the fight phase. My spawn came in here, took out the Lieutenant. My Flawless Blades had a brutal battle. They got the last Blade Guard and Judiciar. They put a little bit of damage onto the Deathwing Knights, but took 3 casualties in return. And that is it. That scores me Secure No Man's Land for 2 or for 5, and I am going to burn Establish Locus for a command point. Alrighty, we had some rapid movement. He moved these guys out of line of sight. Keep doing what you're doing, man. We had the Vanguard Vets come up. We had the Scouts come back here to get line of sight, and even the Intercessors came out to play to put some hurt on the pesky Noise Marines. His Deathwing Knights smashed my Flawless Blades, and then we swung water noodles at each other over here, and nothing really happened, except for he did take that objective from me. All right, this one, my Noise Marines blasted the crap out of them, taking that objective and giving me overwhelming force. My other 2 Rhinos both cleansed, giving me big cleanse. These guys are continuing to swing water noodles at each other, although my spawn did get 1. And my Noise Marines blasted the absolute crap out of that squad, knocking them down to 2 models, and is going to force a battle shock on their turn, except they are already battle shocked from the Noise Marines.
So 4 points there.
He didn't do too terribly much. He moved up the Intercessors. I overwatched him and got a couple. He put some shots back at me, didn't do anything with that. Those guys moved onto cover to consolidate that point. And then our water noodle fight here ended with me taking out 1 more of his Marines. And these fine gentlemen moved back here to sabotage. All right, we did some fast rolling here. I brought this over here to tank shock that guy to death, giving me that. These 2 squads destroyed the last of that Deathwing squad, which gave me the primary on Marked for Death. This squad deleted that squad of Intercessors, giving him 1 less tool, leaving it into turn 5 and scoring me max on Marked and Extend. He Lion's Willed over there, and that gives him that objective. It is turn 5 though, so I am not going to score yet. He did score Defend Stronghold, because I don't have anything fast enough to get back there. At the end of the game, I moved everything up there to own that. I didn't care about his Wrath of the Rock stratagem, because I didn't need that point. So I owned 1, 2, 3, and 4, which gave me max on that primary, full 15 points. I pulled Defend Stronghold and Assassination. I'd already ended all of his characters, so I gained Assassination, and I gained Defend because of the back. He had nothing left, and it was the end of the game. That putting it at a victory for the Emperor's Children, 84-61. He played a absolutely fantastic game. He was a great opponent. Really, really enjoyed the game. Look forward to playing him more, in all honesty. I'll catch you next time with Green Banner League game number 2. Don't know who my opponent is yet.